it isn't. It turns out I have not drafted this format before. Or at least I have not drafted this format as a premier format. So just a quick check. Let's go over what are the different possible things we can encounter. Mostly a lot of enchantment shenanigans. Constellation is primarily green, white, and blue. And that's pretty much all I could remember from here. I remember blue and red have whenever you cast a spell during your opponent's turn, and I think there's a limitation to that as well. So yeah, whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, so even that is limited. Then otherwise, some quite decent flyers there. Black, yeah, black also has a bit of a constellation team. Actually, more of an auras team. Black, red, and green, I believe, are the escape colors. So that's pretty much, that's the other thing I probably should remember as well. Devotion, it's primarily either green or black. White has a bit of a devotion also, though their devotion is something, the best devotion card I can think of is Reverend Hoplite. I'm not sure if there's another devotion card. Red can be quite aggro if I'm not mistaken. And so I guess the safest color for me to start on is green. Would be pretty much green. Green, because that seems to have the most crossover between strategies. But we'll see. We'll give it a try. We'll see what we come up with. We're gonna crack in and see what we get. And yeah, we got to those tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in. So we're gonna see how. Oh wow, it's gonna take a while for these seats to fill up. And I'm also noticing there's a little bit of there's a little bit of buffering going on here, so that might be an issue as well. But I think the bigger issue is that does no one really want to draft this format? I get it, it's an older format, but sometimes it's worth a shot, especially the formats that we never got to do Premier. It's interesting to at least get one shot at it. Don't worry, in the next 2 weeks we'll probably be drafting Kaladesh Remastered. That would be so much better by then. But for now, we will be drafting this one. Actually, yeah, they announced that Kaladesh Remastered comes out November 12th. So 11 days from now. So we will have one more week of probably Premier draft of Ikoria. But we're gonna give this one a go. I want to see what it's like to draft Theros Beyond Death, cashing in all this stuff. So we're just waiting for this one guy or gal to load up. We're ready here, gal. Dog playing magic. It's gonna be very awkward when this times out, because that means this one gets kicked, we wait for another person, everyone has to press ready again. Well, it can't be helped. This is not exactly... Maybe this would have been better if it was Amonkhet Remaster again, but no, I believe you don't... Okay, so right off the bat, we got Kurunos, Hound of Atreus. That's kind of fine. As far as removal is concerned, we have Erosis Blessing. That's very good removal. We have quite a few green cards that are quite decent as well. Dream Shaper Shaman. Okay, this one's a bit at the top end. I might want to just start cutting red. Kurunos is interesting. It's also the last card I need as a rare, but it does... White-black also puts me in an enchantment strategy. And there are quite a few cards that are kind of okay, but they look horrible. I think I'll just take the Erosis Blessing. Yeah, I'm blue, not too interested in blue. Actually, green looks like the really powerful one, but I'm gonna just take the Erosis Blessing for now. Let's see if we can cut that red. We're gonna try gamble on that one. Okay, let's see. Ashiok's Erasure. I could use another copy of that, but if we were to stick with red, War Leader, no. Most likely Oread of Mountain's Blaze. Not that aggressive, I know. If I want to go aggro, I probably will take Hero of the Pride. Stampede Rider. We could do... The problem is if we take... We are going to be passing another Voracious Typhon. We already passed one. These are a little bit low impact. I might want to... I can either go white or I can go blue. Green. I'm not looking at blue at this point. Though blue, this one kind of counts as removal. So this is the sign. Okay, I'm gonna go green here. Make sure it's another 4-drop, but we kind of wanna go top. Skofa's War Leader keeps us in red, but it's not exactly great. You'll take the Voracious Typhon. There's a Storm Herald from your graveyard to the battlefield. So actually, we are willing. Oh, there's another Erosis Blessing. Wow, I'm passing up a lot of opportunities. Now, this is a bit of an aggro creature, but I could take this one. The only caveat is I'm most likely going to get an Altar or the Thundering Chariot back. Or probably one of these black cards. Black is also pretty good. The Mar Triton's pretty decent. I'd probably just take the other Erosis Blessing first. The Storm Herald's kind of fine. And, okay, the red dried up. Green. Well, there's a Treacherous Blessing. Let's see. The possibility of going into black aggro, not so great with this one. Red-white is more likely. Like, I could go Transcendent Envoy, turn 3 Erosis Blessing. That's also a possibility. I should not discount it. And we might be able to get some cards like Captivating Unicorn back. I'm gonna try this out first. See, yeah, looks like we're more likely to get that back. Arena Trickster, we're not exactly blue-red. We don't have that many instants. Flummox Cyclops can't block. This guy's never gonna block. Escape Velocity, not so great. White's not so great either. I might just take them Arena Trickster as a safety pick. We probably could. It's either that or the Cyclops. I guess we can take. We take the Cyclops first because the green and red have power 4 or greater team. So I definitely want the Final Flare. Hero of the Games actually works well with the double Erosis Blessing. I might want that over this. Yeah, we'll take that one. So, still not sure which one of these is gonna... Another Cyclops. There's a Cetessan Training that I do want to take. But, this is a lot of enchantments. We probably want some... creatures. I'm willing to take the Dream Shaper Shaman, though I have a feeling I'm probably gonna get it back. We'll take the Cetessan Training for now. We're gonna go green-red. Reverent Revelers, sure. It's either this or Oread. Oread's actually fine. This can... No, we'll take the Oread for now. Because it does... It's not super aggro. Yeah, I figured we would get the Dream Shaper Shaman back. We also got Soul Guide Lantern. I'll take the Shaman for now. So, at least we're definitely certain on red. It looks like the green dried up. So, we probably should not get into green. White looks decent though. Yeah, I'll take the Stampede Rider because that is kind of the payoff I was going for between the Flummox Cyclops and the... Well, the Typhon doesn't look like it's going to fit yet. Unless the next pack helps it out. So our creature count is kind of there. We are looking for high power creatures or creatures that can get to a reasonably higher power. So we do want aura effects. We really want these blessings. We want the Cetessan Training. Okay, the Oread of Mountains Blaze feels like an outlier, but it's okay. Thundering Chariot, Transcendent Envoy, Altar of the Pantheon. Wrap in Flames, maybe. Thaumaturge familiar. Kind of a maybe. It's still a creature. Oh, the final flare came back. Okay. Oh, and this is the... I would really like to take Archon of Sun's Grace. It is a very good payoff, but we probably want bigger creatures. There's a third Eroa's Blessing. We're probably never going to see this one again, but we have 2 copies already. We kind of want to start getting into creatures, so I kind of want to take Typhon. Alternately, I want to take the Wolf Willow Haven because that is a quick acceleration. I think I wanted to take the Wolf Willow Haven here. Yeah, I'm not liking what I'm passing, but I am willing to take it into this. So kind of hard. So we're kind of settling into green-red. It's a shame I have to. I think it's a shame I passed on all the rares. I didn't pick on, and I'm passing on rares again. But well, sometimes that's how it goes. If you want to stick to a strategy, you have to resist the temptation of rares. Just like watch my previous video. Atreus doesn't fit us. Eutropia, we might be able to splash. I probably want to just take the Loathsome Chimera because that is yet another 4-power creature. We also kind of want to look for Furious Rises. Those are our other payoff cards. First Eroan Games, I'm sure we can take that one. There's support in the Betrayal. Actually, first Eroan Games is not too bad. It's also a 4-power payoff, and so we can go with this one. Actually, we'll take it. And any incidental green constellation cards we should pay attention to, like okay, didn't get any. There's another Temple of Enlightenment. I already completed the full set, so I don't need to pick that. I could take Binding of the Titans. It's like I'm expecting most cards to be creatures anyway, so it's a good way out of it. Alternately, I can just take the Grove Dancer as another cheap creature. Our creature count is not exactly high. Yeah, I think I want to take... I want to take the Grove Dancer. I want to have more creatures. Clotus's design, we're not exactly a high... Here's a Constellation payoff. It's not the best one, but it's kind of okay. There's an Incendiary Oracle that fits our deck more, though. We get to actually buff it, and it actually gets to take out stuff. How many enchantments do we have, though? We got 8 enchantments. Okay. We're taking the Skirmisher. Arena Trickster, Nyxborn Brute, Relentless Pursuit, Traveler's Amulet. Like, our biggest creature is now a 5/4 at 6 mana. We don't exactly have any instants. I don't want to run... It's tempting to run Relentless Pursuit. I probably just want to take the Nyxborn Brute or the Traveler's Amulet. Let's take the Brute. Also note, we're not exactly getting past Omens either, so that's probably an issue as well. Trill of... Okay, there's our first instant, but there's also a Hyrax Tower Scout. I probably want that over Trill of Possibility. I want to load up on... I don't want the second Brute. I would rather have the Colossus. So we have a reasonable power curve. Though, as far as power payoffs are concerned, we don't have the Furious Rise to draw us cards. I really don't want Satyr's Cunning. I would rather have the other Nyxborn Brute. I'm gonna put it here. I'm most likely gonna cut it. The Portent's fine. Probably not gonna run it early, but I might want to consider running it. Yes, our curve is a bit on the 2 to 3 range, so I want to be careful if I'm picking up more pop. Oh, I guess I'll take the Infuriate. It's decent as combat trick, I suppose. So as far as instants concerned, we actually have 2. Yeah, the Final Flare. Hate the Rumbling Sentry. And the Phalanx Tactics. Shatter the Sky. I think I have... Yeah, I have all these cards already. Underworld Ragehound. I could just take another Setessan Training or load some Chimera. I could also just take Chainweb Arachnir. This is also a decent escape card. It actually also comes back as a 4. Also, we can take Nyx Herald. We have quite a few enchantment Yeah, I'll take the Nyx Herald. Wow, someone's really going to enjoy their deck. Hold on. So, Chimera. I'm hoping we get the Infuriate back. Ooh, Blood Aspirant, Triumph of Anax. The Triumph is nice. I actually want to take the Forerunner though, because other creatures you control have trample is going to be relevant if we're going to go high power. We're hoping to get the Typhon or the Triumph or maybe one of these lower creatures back. So we can safely cut one Brute. Destiny Spinner, very good 2-drop. Alternately, there's an aspect of Manticore. Also decent as a combat trick. I want to take the Destiny Spinner first though. So yeah, we're starting to get some of these good creatures back. Like, do I want a second Typhon over a second Forerunner? I definitely don't want the Aspirant. I think I will take the second Typhon, which means I can cut the Cyclops. We're gonna be more green than red at this point. Return to Nature, Forerunner, definitely taking the Forerunner. So we can cut the Nyxborn Brute. I also want to cut the Dream Shaper Shaman at this point. Nyx Lotus. Yeah, I'll take the Setessan Training. Omen of the Hunt. Yeah, we will take that. I could also take Aspect of Manticore. I'll take the Omen. So we need to make some cuts. Another Setessan Training. There's another hero. I'll probably take the hero first. So we need to keep an eye out of which cards to start cutting already. We need to cut some of our non-creatures. We have quite a few. Also have quite a few creatures as well. Triumph Anax came back, so I actually do want to take this. Okay, Karametra's Blessing. Plummet, sure, let's have an option. So definitely cut the Thaumaturgus Familiar. Yeah, one Cyclops. So not that many pieces of removal. 2 Setessan Training. Our creatures are a bit on the low end. I guess I do want to cut one Infuriate, I guess. Or, yeah, Hero, Stampede. Not real possibility. We need to make a few cuts though. Wow, we did not draft a single rare. Is that right? No, I did draft one rare. First Euro games. Okay, so not quite true. So I don't have that clickbaity title. We can go 10-7 because of the number of... And I probably want to start cutting a few red cards here. So let's do a sanity check. Yeah, a lot of non-creature spells at 3, so let's... 1, 2, 3, 4. Kinda want to cut Omen. Because we don't exactly... We literally have only one creature for Constellation. We don't but then again, this is instant speed. You know, instant speed. This we can cast as an instant. We can cast on our opponent's turn. We do have a bit of an escape team. So maybe cut the Stampede Rider. Puts us at 15-10. So the next 2 cards we have to cut should be spells. I'm thinking of maybe just cutting the Omen of the Hunt. We have Wolf Willow Haven. I'd rather have that one as my ramp effect. Or I could cut the Wolf... No, I'll keep the Wolf Willow Haven. Cut Infuriate. Or... No, I want to keep at least one Infuriate. A lot of our low-end creatures are small. And we only have like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4... We only have 4 creatures. Yeah, we only have 4 creatures at 2, so that's an issue. We have 1, 2, 3... Okay, Hyrax Tower Scout is probably the weakest link. I'd rather have the Chimeras. Okay, we'll cut that one. So 14 and 9. I feel like I could make it 15 and 8 if I cut the Infuriate, but it's like... It's ironically 4 power despite the fact that we don't have any real 4 power payoffs. In fact, the 1 4 power payoff we just cut, so it's literally just grew power. I may reconsider bringing some cards back, but definitely leaning more towards green than red. In fact, we only need one red land. We only need one red mana symbol, so that we got that one paid off. So there we go. We're gonna play this one out, see how things go. Yeah, I'm already feeling a bit disenchanted about doing things over on Facebook. Well, there it goes. High CPU usage. Yeah, probably should be careful where I click. Also, I'm gonna be concerned that we're probably not gonna get that many games coming up. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Got our first game. Let's see if we get run over very quickly or if we can. We have a relative mid-range game. So, knowing what... Yeah, we want tree and force. Well, it is a tree. It's awfully slow. I really feel like I should mulligan this. Yeah, I got to fight. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this one's better. Maybe not all the Erosa's blessings at once. So we got turn 2 Mountain Blaze, Setessan Training if nothing dies. Actually, Skirmisher also helps. Opponent. Discordant Piper. Wow, got all the training. It blocks unfavorably. I'm gonna run out the Oriad first. Setessan Skirmisher feels like it's a bit on the weaker side, but we don't exactly have much choice. I will feel sad if our opponent does kill this. Mara's Grasp is a reality I have to consider, but it'll probably kill anything we cast anyway. I do want to be able to land a Setessan Training on something. Oh, come on. Stop staring at my creature. Okay, probably should have played the Skirmisher first then. Yeah, Farika's Libation is a thing as well. So we... Okay, so... By that one... I will be really pissed if our opponent has a lot of... It's just stacking on removal. I can cast Infuriate, but it does nothing. Yeah, I'll let it resolve. Wow. Towering Wave missed. Wow. Wait. Erosa's Blessings creature you control also. So if we can't land a creature, we're in trouble. We might be losing this game just because of this. Opponent having 2 pieces of removal. Okay, got a Destiny Spinner, so there we go. I could have saved some damage. Yeah, I'm feeling like the Infuriate's bad. I kind of want to Sleep of the Dead, tap target creature, doesn't tap. Okay, that's kind of fine. I'm sure. Yeah, we'll take 4 damage. Yes, we will lose 2 cards. If we can, and we lose lands that we kind of need. Maybe there's another land. At least we can do Setessan Training just to draw cards. Also, okay, we got 1 more mana. Feels overkill to do this now. I actually want to just... Yeah, let's just do this. Draw a card. Okay, got ourselves another land. Maybe I should have just gone all in, because we needed to draw deeper. Opponent plays Atris, so... Opponent stacking all the advantage right now. I definitely want to snipe this, so... The Woe Strider is an issue. Yeah, he ends up binning it anyway. We lose another 2 cards. He can escape just to tap this down, which is annoying since we're really literally down to 1 creature. We do have options though, like or X is the number of enchantments you control, so I can make a 2/2 and actually pump with it. So I'm gonna pass. Let's see what our opponent does. I think minions return. Okay, we'll let that stick because I'll take it out later. Wait, cancel first. Okay, stem some bleeding. Lose another 2 cards. Yeah, at least we stemmed some of the bleeding. Okay, lost that. That's kind of fine. I do want to slap the arrows as opponent plays Bronze Sword. Okay, you got a Wolf Willow Haven. So if I snipe, we go down to 2, but he gets to equip. So literally my out is Final Flare. Wow, not enough creatures. I did not expect that. So I have to I literally have to pass. We're gonna lose this one. In fact, the Fruit of Tyzeris is gonna be annoying enough. We'll see our opponent. Like, our opponent knows we can't block this, so he really wants to... Yeah, so we had a decent plan, except our opponent had decent run of removal. Yeah, this was really more of a control deck. Opponent equips that. So he's gonna take this, he's gonna snipe this. The annoying thing is I don't have mana to do both. Opponent passes. Okay, that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can do... Yeah, it will return. There's no way around it. Let's see. Opponent's always been drawing 2 cards, so I'm going to go with that. Oh, he went for that one. I guess that makes sense. He does... So I need to hold up the Final Flare. Opponent casts Omen. Gets back Discordant Piper. Wow, nice. I have to admit our opponent has very good synergy here. We're literally way behind because of the lack of creatures we drew. We happened to draw... Well, let's be fair. Some of the creatures got milled. So yeah, we're playing super defensive at this point. Our opponent could easily just sleep this one. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can make a creature with this one. and have Setessan Training just to buff it slightly. Okay, we can kind of survive. Okay, let that resolve. He is not going to move that, which makes sense. It's a shame we're going to lose all our enchantments, but they did their best. If our opponent happens to have a counter spell, then our opponent had it all. Then there's really no way for us around it. Opponent could... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can make a Fruit of Tizerius, drops us to 1. Yeah, we want to do that. Activate ability. We need to draw another card, but wow, we're so behind. And I think our opponent just does this again. Yeah, good game. Escape was really good for our opponent. And yeah, but that was a very decent escape strategy. So we're gonna try to see if we can catch up with that one. So, okay, we know the one issue we have is that yeah, we need to have more creatures in the lower end. So I'm probably good. So knowing that, I'm gonna cut the Infuriate. I'm going to add back the Stampede Rider. I probably should just add the Thaumaturgus Familiar. Let's cut another non-creature spell. Let's see. Setessan the 2 trainings are fine. Wolfwillow Haven's fine. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, and 8. Maybe cut the Triumph of Anax. Okay, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that change. Let's add a few more creatures, especially because we are playing an aura style deck. So we want to have more creatures that we can drop early, and more creatures that kind of stick. And yes, it looks like things have slowed down here. So I have no idea what's up. I should refresh this also. And remember to mute this later. Also because I have no way of seeing what's up. Mulligan. This is kind of better. I need to keep these, so I'm gonna actually bin 1 Erosa's Blessing. And yes, it looks okay. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna lead off on Skirmisher first, especially since we drew the 3rd land. So I can actually go Wolf. I can actually go Haven, Setessan Training, buff this quite a bit. Opponent's looking at our creature. There is a bounce spell. That would ruin the Setessan Training. So I probably hold off on that first. Yeah, I'd probably hold off on that first. Attack first. Okay, opponent didn't have it. We'll hold off on that. So we have 4 mana. We could use a red source for cards like Hero. That'd actually be great, so we can drop Dreadful Apathy. Okay, at least we didn't run into that. Unfortunately, I am lacking things to do. I probably should just play the Setessan Training to draw a card. Get it over with. We're 1 mana shy. We're 1 mana away of dropping Colossus. Okay, we got there. So, but white is an enchantment removal color, so I'm actually gonna drop Hero of the Games first. Gives us some options at least. Opponent goes Omen of the Sun. Okay. We want to do the next one Colossus later, but I might, depending on what our opponent drops, Wave Rider. Okay, Because the alternate thing I can do is I can drop the blessing, snipe the Wave Rider right now. That looks like the best target anyway. Start swinging. At least start chipping these off. Okay, we'll do that. It baits out removal as well. Basically, I have to assume our opponent has plenty of this. Oh, opponent's actually playing tree color. Looking a bit dicey, guys. I'm not so sure if this opponent... Oh, not so dicey. If our opponent has nothing to do with their mana. Or did our opponent misclick and meant to do Flicker of Fate? Oh, wow. Exile enchanted creature. I would have expected it to exile this. Oh, the Flicker of Fate tech. That's interesting. But wouldn't it check for... Yeah, I figured they would have this. Eutropia twice favored. Okay. Wow, we are now... Okay, let's scry. Yes, a test and training again, sure, why not? And since we don't need 6 mana anymore, we can activate this. Now the problem is this is gonna grow obscenely large. Wow. Actually, I did not expect this one. Because then... Oh no, it would have been different. It would track last known information. Okay, sure. So we're gonna block this one and this one because our opponent probably has an enchantment shenanigan. Phalanx Tactics. Okay, so we lose this one. Wow. Everyone's having removal already. It's kind of annoying, but... Do I just drop the test and training to... Yeah, I'll drop the test and training just to draw another card. We really don't have a choice at this point. Wow. Opponent, yeah, did not have the mana to trigger that out. So, another hero. Opponent's low on cards now. They only have... but I have to be concerned about this one growing bigger. Oh, come on. Seriously? Looks like I'm running into every opponent that's just drawing everything. Wow. I don't think I'm gonna win this one unless I draw more creatures. Okay, you know what? Let's get rid of that shenanigan. Opponent's now gonna scry because they don't have much of anything else. But yeah, the double dreadful apathy. This might be a very fast video. Omen. Okay, so at least this did not grow any bigger. So we got that. We have that. We have that as a blessing. We're still getting beaten down. We're and the Flicker of Fate tech. Wow. That's it. No. Wow, we're getting wrecked so badly. It's not funny. Opponent just everyone's drafting a lot of removal at this point, so wow, I guess Auras is not panning out here, especially if you need to have creatures to land. Okay, let's add another 3 power 3 mana. Actually, yeah, let's swap the familiar out with the Tower Scout. Gives us more bodies. Colossus is kind of fine but expensive. Maybe I drop the Flummox Cyclops. Or just drop this altogether. Let's run it like this. So we're just fine-tuning the deck to see if we can get more creatures to stick. Only because everyone and their mother seems to be running removal. It's really not so great. Wow, I guess these older formats I'm not so used to. So if it comes to next week and it goes back to, it's Ikoria, I should be able to draft that one at the very least. Though even Ikoria's been quite a while, Core 2021's even closer. Definitely, at least a hand I don't have to mulligan. So Haven into Tower Scout, or it could be Haven into Typhon. That's actually good too. So let's run the Typhon first, because at least it's, especially if it's mono blue. So that one's Talos Oracle. Okay. Opponent likes her. Okay. Then next turn we can swing, then Scout or Stampede Rider. I would prefer to drop Stampede Rider. Okay, opponent's playing blue-white, so a lot of lockdown enchantments again. At least it's slightly delayed. Finally landing the creatures. Let's swing first. So at least we got 4/4 and a 3/4 next turn. If our opponent drops Dreadful Apathy, Banishing Light. No Dreadful Apathy there, but this one just checks if you control a creature of certain power. So actually gonna just drop the Chimera. It's a good thing we have a spare of this. Yeah, banishing. Yeah, we have one. I think we have Heliod's Pilgrim. Probably looking for a Dreadful Apathy. If our opponent hits 6 mana, we won't be able to lock it out. I am willing to swing with both, just to even if it just this trades. We don't have any other creatures yet. Indomitable Will, okay, but not the right mana. Okay, we got the aggro going. Opponent's gonna be forced to block that. Would have preferred drop it on, say, Hero of the Games. At least our opponent's now stuck with an Indomitable Will, but needs to land a creature. If the creature's good enough, I could Sunmare Pegasus. I could Final Flare that. Oh, does our opponent have Stern Dismissal? Now, the nice thing about Stern Dismissal is that, sure, they can only bounce my creatures. So they probably bounce. Let it trigger true. Okay, something's weird. Was there an opt? No, there has to. Chain to Memory. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, could have been worse. Opponent did finally drop another Sunmane Pegasus with an Indomitable Will backup. He can drop it now. He can drop it later. It's Vigilance and Lifelink, so that's probably a decent trade, unless our opponent has a way to remove this. So definitely gonna swing, force our opponent to trade. We want to start forcing trades now so we can at least get this guy back. If our opponent drops Indomitable Will, he can just block this, but Now he can start swinging back for... I guess what he wants to do is block this, go down to 1. So... yeah, we're gonna unload the board. This is gonna be embarrassing if our opponent does have Shatter the Sky. But I need to punch through enough damage so that our opponent giving this Vigilance and Lifelink's not gonna cut it. Flicker. Attach. Okay. Probably should have reattached there, but kind of a moot point. So goes back to 4. Can't pump it again. He can snipe one of my creatures, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, there you go. So he finally got one win. Yeah, so I was just running out of creatures. So that's something I have to be careful of. Right now there is a typhoon in my area, so let's hope that the internet connection stays frosty. Usually this is what concerns me quite a bit. Okay, so let's keep going. So yeah, I probably should also make a white-blue deck. It's just been quite a while since I made that kind of deck. It should still be doable though. Okay, definitely keeping this one. I did expect a lot of our creatures to come down turn 3, so I can't complain too much. Opponent, Highest Wayfarer. Okay, so this could be white-black. So at least we drew the turn 2 creature. So there we go. Opponent is playing white-black. Opponent might have an Indomitable Will, which can punch. Okay, that did not have Indomitable Will. My concern now is that we have a lot of creatures, but no real payoff, so to speak. Courser. Yeah, this only becomes a 3/3, so not gonna punch through. I might just... I'm gonna play the familiar just to have something up top. Cetizen Training is good. So I want to 3/4. By blocking, it forces a double block, which allows me to get rid of one creature. Basically, it's paring down. I know I have escape creatures, so I'm going to go with that line of strategy. Also, the alternate plan is I can drop Cetizen Training onto this guy. Then this gives me a 4. This will give me a 4/4. It will punch through these guys. Not exactly punch through. It might incite a block. Okay, did not get the block. So we will be able to Eros' Blessing. Oh yeah, this is the other way to Heliod's Pilgrim. Okay, let's keep an eye out what the enchantment is. Indomitable Will's a problem because I won't be able to take this out or this. I might want to just play Hero of the Game. No, Sentinel's Eyes. Okay, so that's actually not bad. I'm actually hoping he puts it here, but it's there. Okay, that's fine. So we will take 6 damage. Okay. and has trample, so yeah, not too bad. I kind of want to. Our opponent, this is super vulnerable now, so yeah. I figured that would happen, but it is what it is. Forerunner is fine. I feel like I want to play these other creatures first, though. So now I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm enemy of enlightenment. So I probably want to start holding to a few of these. Probably just block this, get this over with. Okay, so I want to hold this one. So I'll be forced to discard this. Yeah, I need to start playing other creatures though. Each player, so even our opponent also has to discard a card, so not too bad. Let's discard the mountain. Opponent can buff this, making it a funeral rites. Okay, that's okay. My concern is our opponent buffs this into a 4/4. Yeah, this enemy is gonna just get bigger and bigger. I won't have an out for this. I need to start punching on the ground. Yeah, the moment our opponent puts the Sentinel's Eyes on this, we have a real problem. I do have another Erosis Blessing. Yeah, wow, I don't think we're gonna win based on this combo by itself, so we're gonna have to take that hit for now. Hit the Wolf Willow Haven. Since I'm gonna be discarding all the way, there's really no point trying to keep cards up. Yeah, let's. Yeah, this is my out. So I need to find a way to get enough damage to punch through here, knowing that these two of my creatures are gonna get blocked. Storyteller. Oh, come on, Storyteller. That gains life, so I won't. Yeah, I guess that's the end of this one. Wow, our opponent actually drafted. No, that is a real enchantment deck. Okay, we are. Since our opponent did not attack with this, yeah, I guess we block now. Yeah, we. Yeah, this is good game. Our opponent just attacks with these two. There's no way around it. Ay. We whiffed this one also. Not so great. At least we got one win, but wow, it's like I probably should lay off drafting these older formats, and I don't think I'm doing well. Well, it is what it is. So I guess it's a series on all the basic stuff that you probably should have learned from before. Though some of those the earlier that really early loss was really disheartening. Running into an opponent that just has all the removal. Actually, the first two opponents that was very disheartening, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for this episode, the Magic Arena Run. If you kind of sympathize with me and how much I'm suffering here, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do like me on Facebook, Shepherd's Gaming Run. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Have a great week, everyone. And may your drafts be a lot better than what I have. Take care.